Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts.
So,
This guy here in the... Oh,
Wait,
dude, you're repping
wait.
the 304. It's not a bourbon hat.
what are you going to say about my hat this time?
Nah, he's repping the 304. I ain't got shit.
I did that on purpose.
He's got his snowshoe mountain from West Virginia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like to ski because it's fun. But I'm the bourbon guy today. I'm Dustin.
I'm kind of the music dude.
You're definitely kind of the music guy.
Yeah.
You tell us about the music stuff. And we're going to talk to you all about some music stuff. I actually know this song.
Do you?
Yeah, I've heard it before.
I don't think I have.
Well, that's good. But the reason we're listening to it is because Bourbon Bribe. We have been bribed.
So, the general rule of thumb here on Bourbon Country Reacts is we do not do songs we know.
Correct. Because we're doing first-time reactions for y'all.
Yeah.
Right? And it's more genuine.
Yeah.
Right? If we don't know the song, you're going to get, like, this is the first time we've heard it. This is how we react to it. Right? So, we try not to listen to songs we've heard. But Bourbon Bribe's a little bit
They
of an
supersede
exception.
that stuff.
Yeah. So, we got a Maker's Mark Private Select. This is an old school one. It's got that old label on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got the old stave on the back that's been discontinued.
Which stave?
The roasted French mocha.
I like that stave.
I do too. It's not in this bottle though.
Oh.
I was sad by that. I was like, oh, we gotta, oh. No. So we're sitting at 108.7 proof.
All right.
So.
And the request that came in with this bribe was Brooks and Dunn Scootin Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've definitely never heard this. Dustin has.
Yep.
So, hey, let's check it
Think
out.
like country line dancing. Oh, pop.
Out in the country past the city limit sign where there's a honky-tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke. It's where all the cowboy folk go to boot, scoot, boogie. I got a good job, I work hard for my money. When it's quitting time, I hit the door running. I fire up my pickup truck and let the horses run. I go flying down that highway to that hideaway, stuck out in the woods to do the boot scoot boogie. Yeah, here go do-si-do. Come on, baby, let's go boot scoot. Oh, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me out back. We're gonna boogie. Oh, get down, turn around, go to town, boot scoot boogie.
Is that a monkey pump at the piano?
I kind of feel like it's the piano that makes it.
Bartender asked me, say, son, what'll it be? I want a shot of that redhead yonder looking at me. The dance floor's hopping and it's hotter than the 4th of July. I see outlaws, in-laws, crooks and straights, all out making it shake, doing the boot scoot boogie. Yeah, here go, do-si-do. Come on, baby, let's go boot scoot. Oh, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me out back, we're gonna boogie.
struck by two things in this song.
Only two?
Two.
All right.
One, those vocals were great.
What do you like about them?
They're just well delivered for the mood, to drive the mood of that song.
They were fun, and the way that he kind of twisted the boogie.
Oh, that was hilarious.
It was awesome.
It's just great.
Yeah.
The second part that I was struck by is the slide guitar.
Yeah.
So there are different levels of skill that it comes with slide guitar, and all of them are better than mine. So there's like Joe Walsh, think Rocky Mountain Way. Wow, 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 right?
Okay.
So there's kind of some Joe Walsh. Then there's like Rye Cooter. Y'all have never heard of Rye Cooter.
Is that a bourbon?
No, Rye Cooter's a wizard of slide guitar playing. And then there's the king of slide guitar. It's a guy named Derek Trucks. Check him out playing with the Allman Brothers.
Hey, man.
New level
You
shit.
should have saved that reference. We need to do that reference when we do a Peerless. There's some Allman Brother history there.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I want to take you to the distillery.
Damn. All right. So, but that slide guitar probably fit in somewhere between Joe Walsh and Rye Cooter. And that's pretty high praise because Joe Walsh could play a freaking slide guitar. So I don't know if that was, either Brooks or Dunn playing that stuff, or if they had a studio ringer doing it, or if they said, "Hey, Joe Walsh, come do a song with us."
Right.
Right. I mean, you never know. That kind of thing happens. But those were the two parts of that song that really just kept and held my attention.
What about the fact that it was so freaking catchy?
Oh, it's super catchy.
Dude,
You actually kind of colored my perception as we were going into this when you mentioned country line dancing.
Yeah.
And to me, I watch people and listen to people in bar. I've seen this happen plenty of times.
Yeah.
People line dancing, and I swear to me, what it looks like to me is a musical version of La Elf Haste. Hi, Haste. Right.
Well, that's you. Normal people don't see that.
What? I'm not normal? Normal-ish.
Anyway. So to me, this was
Ga-doonga-doonga-doonga, left face. Ga-doonga-doonga-doonga, right face.
This was the epitome of me. For me, this was the epitome of like 90s country.
Well, okay,
And what I mean by that is, like, I think we've done a few 90s countries, and they're just catchy.
no argument on the catchiness.
They're just like,
This could worm its way into
get down,
my ear.
turn around, go to town.
I actually need you to stop doing that because I think it's going to get stuck in my head. So those of you that don't know, I have a radio station in my head that never stops playing. And occasionally it gets stuck on songs, and it's kind of freaking maddening. Even when it's a song I love, it's kind of freaking maddening because it just keeps auto replaying.
I'm going to have him in the truck one day, and I'm just going to go, Scootin Boogie. And he's going to go,
Just mean.
right before we go fishing.
Oh, that would be evil because I'll be on the river for 16 freaking hours and not have the opportunity to hear something
Change
else
the
and get that
channel.
out of my head. Dude, that's mean.
I have plans.
He's being mean to me, guys. Yell at him in the comments.
What? Really? You guys have... Really?
Really?
Uh-huh. Anyway, so anything else about the song you want to comment on?
No.
How about this bourbon?
So, this is a Maker's Mark Private Select.
Red Drips.
And I have yet to come across one of those I don't like, even Grandpa's Balls.
Why does he have to bring up Grandpa's balls? It was Grandpa's toddy. Get your mind out of the balls, man. Leave Grandpa's balls alone. Fucking old shriveled sack and shit.
They're very stretchy.
Oh. What do you taste in your glass?
All right, let me think about this.
Grandpa's balls?
I don't know what Grandpa's balls taste
What?
like. Well, except for the makers. It's pretty good. So, up front,
I never noticed that before.
up front, I get pretty strong oak bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
Then kind of a bit of a cinnamon bomb.
A dry cinnamon.
Yep.
Yep.
And the cinnamon persists as it rolls back to the finish. But there's something happening back there on the finish that I'm having a little trouble describing.
Yeah, it's like...
To me, it's pretty pleasant.
Mm-hmm. But it's like weird.
It is a little odd.
It's almost like almond-y.
Like what?
Almond.
Like what?
An almond.
Almond.
Yeah, try it again. While you're trying the almond. So, I never noticed... So, we've talked about the private selects before. And as we've told you before, they're special because they've been finished with these special staves. Right? The thing I never noticed before... So, we've got our baked American Pure. We've got our seared French Cuvée. We've got our Maker's 46. This one has toasted French spice. They're all oak finishing staves. So those are all types of oak. Did you know that?
I did not.
I knew that.
I'm not getting that almond.
I'm getting a weird almond like right there.
So I'm getting the normal bourbon bitters finish. But there's something going on, like this happens. As we've been running this channel, I've been learning that finishes happen, they're split. There's the center of your tongue finish, and there's the sides of your tongue finish.
Yeah.
So the center of my tongue finish for this is pretty much the standard bourbon oak bitter finish, which I love. The sides, I'm getting all kinds of crazy things out of this. I'm not getting almond.
Apple?
Like a very sour apple?
Yeah.
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 You know what? I think Dustin just nailed it for me. I think that was what I was looking for.
It's apple-y.
But
I literally just got on this last hit.
And as is typical of Maker's Private Selects, very good. I happen to know, for example, that Your Women's is a huge fan of these.
She loves the private selects. Every time we go anywhere, she's like, "Do they have a private select?" No shit.
I've seen it. I actually saw it last night.
Yeah, and we missed one. She was with us, and she's like, "Y'all suck at this." And she's like, boom. And I was like, oh, shit. I swear to God. Scout's Honor, I didn't see it.
She called us straight the fuck out.
Yeah.
In a pretty big liquor store.
Yeah. Y'all suck.
Because we walked right past this bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, oops. I'm sorry. But because of this, I now have a maker's wall.
You do, and this is a good problem to have, sir.
What? Do you want me to make you a maker's wall?
If Andrea is going to buy me tons of bottles of Maker's Private Select to put on it, absolutely make me a Maker's
You're not
wall.
wrong. I think, what do we... So, what's really interesting... So, all of the makers are different. This one hits right in our top-end price range. All makers' private selects are usually between $69 and $90.
I have not had one yet where I felt like that price was unjustified.
Agreed. And it's weird because... So, this is why it's...
Man, that's actually... What's the proof on that, you said?
108? 108.7.
It's actually hitting me alcohol-wise pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's much higher proof than that.
Yeah. It kind of feels that way a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel super hot.
It's not
But
hot.
it's
I'm
hitting.
just like
Like, whoa, I'm buzzed.
trying to make me drunk. Yeah.
Right. She's trying to get me tipsy.
I can't imagine why she'd want to do that to you.
You can't? I don't even know. But what's interesting about the makers, we've talked about this a little bit in the past. All the private selects are regular maker's juice that they take out of a barrel, just like they would all their normal regular maker stuff. They put it in another barrel, or maybe the same barrel, and drop some staves in it and let it age for another, what did I say it was? I think it's like 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah,
weeks.
it's not
It's
super
months.
long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weeks.
But it has radical effects on the flavors of the bourbon.
Well, so I think there's something else that adds to that radical flavor. You're right. You're 100% right. But I think also normal makers, not this stuff, normal makers isn't barrel proof.
That's sort of barrel proof.
It is technically barrel proof
Yeah.
because they don't cut it after that second age
So they cut it before it goes.
because it's normal maker's juice.
Yeah, and then
They
they
cut it down
don't
to the-
cut it after it ages. But that's just a few weeks.
Yeah, but it makes a difference.
Well, I mean, we would expect a cut bourbon to come out after a few weeks. Pretty much the same proof it came in, though. I mean, that,
No, so 9 weeks, you're looking at
almost a
3
year of
months?
aging.
Huh?
Or, yeah, 3 months, sorry. A quarter of aging.
You're drunk,
No,
sir.
I'm not.
Hold on. How many do you see?
How
Of
many
me.
watts? There's only one Dustin right now.
Put the glass down, sir. Oh, wait.
I suck at simple math.
There's the problem.
I drank it all. That was bad.
All right. So I think part of the flavor that we're getting, the complexity, also comes from the fact that it's 108 proof. Normal Makers is not 108 proof. Normal Makers is like 90. I'm
So
gonna look it up real quick. What's your phone?
it's actually possible. How long do they age normal makers?
So they have a normal makers. They have a very scientific method of like every bottle of makers goes through, or I'm sorry, every barrel of makers goes through the same process in their warehouses where they move them.
Like it's a rotation process.
It's
yeah.
a very specific process, so that they all come out the same, right? I think it's like 4 years that they age it.
So you would expect 4 years to be about 110 proof out of the barrel, right?
Probably.
Maybe as low as 105.
Right.
So another few months, you're right. This is probably just barrel proof makers
With some staves.
with some staves for a few months.
And normal makers hits at 90 proof. Ah!
Yeah.
That was a lucky guess.
This is barrel proof makers
Yeah, with some fancy staves.
and some delicious flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, if you guys enjoyed this, give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe. Click the little bell so you get notified. We drop a lot of these.
If you have subscribed already, you
We
guys
love
rock.
you.
You guys rock.
Like, so that drives us right to the next point. Get down in the comments.
Yeah.
Tell us what we need to listen to. Tell us what we need to
A
drink.
ton of our subscribers talk to us in the comments.
Guys, we love you. I mean, we've had moments reading the comments that have nearly brought us to tears.
It's true.
We've had moments reading the comments where we've laughed our asses off.
Well, so there's two kinds of tears.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about, like, we've legitimately read things that you guys have said that have been, like, seriously heartfelt. And, honestly, we don't know a lot of times how to respond to that. We've read some things and been like, what in the world do you say to
It's
this?
just like, damn.
That has happened,
At
but
least a few times.
yeah, but most of the time you guys just straight up crack us up.
True.
And we really enjoy that. So get down in the comments. We will interact with you guys. We try to get back to pretty much everyone. I think so. We're starting to get a significant volume of comments.
That's true.
And every now and then, when you're commenting on an older video, we may not get back to you, but we do make an effort.
Yep.
So hey, we appreciate that stuff. Your votes on songs to listen to matter, as do bourbon bribes. If you send us a bottle of bourbon, you skyrocket your song to the front of our list.
So we have songs of new artists and repeat artists that do this, right? And then we have bourbon bribes that do this.
that's how it works. Votes, and just like in the democratic process, bribes supersede votes. Till next time, guys.